Ashtavakragita, chapter 5, verse 2. The universe rises from you like the bubble rising from the sea. Thus, know that you are the self. Let yourself dissolve. We have heard the sage giving us examples of the ocean in many of the previous verses. What does the ocean signify? Like normally, if I'm thinking of ocean, what does it signify? For me, the first thing that strikes to my mind is the vastness, the peace, and sometimes the ferocious waves, and also the calmness. Right? There are n number of things that comes into mind. That is, the ocean is so huge that it possesses so many possibilities. Right? The sage is saying that the universe is like a bubble in the ocean, and you are the ocean. Let's try to understand this in depth. What is a bubble? Bubble is it's a liquid sphere filled with air, right? Which can be burst very easily. So see the reference that the sage is giving here. Bubble to ocean. A tiny bubble to huge ocean. Why is the sage referring this or saying this? Okay, like we do normally, let's relate this to our lives and see what all bubbles we have in our lives. What are all the things we have blown up to create a big bubble while they are nothing in front of the ocean? The sage is saying us to look at these tiny bubbles which are bothering us. Right? That's why the sage said, or he started the verse by saying that you are the ocean. If I don't know that my true nature is as vast and pure as that of the ocean, then I won't see bubble as a bubble. Right? That's where the sage is trying to help us and telling us to see what I am doing. Why am I doing? These bubbles are not bad, but I can't get carried away with these bubbles while I am the ocean. This simple knowing of who I am is very important. See how relatable it is. The mind will always try to fool around by making things complex, by trapping us in some or the other bubble. But bubble is a bubble. however huge might be the bubble, mind can show us that it is huge, but with a tiny prick, the bubble will burst. Our mind is programmed in such a way that the simplest of the things is not valued. But our true nature is very simple. Right? This has to be understood, or this has to be valued from our heart. That's why the sage is saying to dissolve ourselves. Why is he saying this? Because if we see from the eyes of a tiny ego, then there are only bubbles. The sage is saying to dissolve the false ego. And it's not possible by, saying that, okay, I'm going to dissolve, because the ego doesn't leave. And it's so much ingrained in us that by keeping ego in front of us, we can't dissolve. Right? While doing the other way around, while understanding our true nature, while resting in our true nature, there is a possibility. See how we are caught up in this maze where our true nature is not being seen. And this true nature is who we are. That's why the sage is giving us so many verses. He's reminding us with so many examples. Let's see who we really are. What is our true nature? Whatever we are doing, are we getting a step closer to our true nature? Let's inquire. Let's live with our heart. This is the real living. We don't have to, go to the end and understand this. Why not now? Why is this question not coming to us? While we have all the time, all the energy to get caught in these worldly things. Why are we getting attracted to the bubble while our true nature is this vast, pure ocean? Let's see, let's understand. Let's live life with our true nature.